Hi, my name is Agnieszka and I am part of the Freedom Tribe. I am a neurodynamic breathwork facilitator. I also support integration and I work with the body. I do holistic massages and I help with like body release and integration by facilitating the body work. And I'm here today to share a little bit of my story with the breath work, as it's something that it's very close to my heart and something that is a big part of my work today. And it's also a modality that really shifted my life in a tremendous way. As my background is quite different than my life today, as I've been living in a very disconnected way. I struggled with addictive patterns. My work was oriented on business, global business, and it was very fast paced, very differently at reality. And I was not really conscious about or aware who I am, what are my true values, and what is my authentic expression. And as I was operating from my mind, I would not really consider like not conventional ways of like practices and until I wasn't. Because at some point of my life, I was really struggling. I've been experiencing not only PTSD related to my childhood experiences, but also I struggled with the burnout, with depression, with a high level of anxiety. And I realized that I can't really live that way. And I started my research. How can I change my life and how can I release the pain? Because I've been like struggling with a lot of pain inside me. And I was trying to numb myself with many different ways. And it was working again until it wasn't. And because the way I was living, I have chosen at the beginning a very conventional therapy to see how it will be for me. And within the time, I realized that it's quite limiting because I could understand it from my mind, what happened to me and why is it as it is. But at the same time, I was like so struggling with this like deep disconnection from my body, and I realized that I need something different, and I really want to like feel it. I really want to be connected to my body. And at that time, different modalities came to my life, and breathwork was one of those. And at the beginning, I was quite skeptic. I didn't really trust that it's gonna like change something, and I was like, really, breath? And I was really surprised. Like I remember like my first session, which was an online experience back then. I was just amazed how this can really show you like a different way of healing. And it started a big shift began in my life back then, because breathwork was one of those tools that really helped me to get to know myself on a deeper level. It really helped me to reconnect with myself, and it helped me to learn who am I, what's my inner truth, and how do I really want to express myself in an authentic way. And it was also incredible tool to release the trauma. And I also had experiences of sexual and emotional and physical abuse. And it was really interesting for me to see how the body memory stores all those like unresolved emotions, and how I can really access those and really release it. And it was, it for me, it was like all kind of spectrum of different experiences. It was like physical, but also like vocal, but at the same time, very deep transpersonal states of mind. And it was actually the first modality that really showed me that I don't need the drama to release my trauma, because I realized and I saw that the release can be on a very subtle and gentle way. And that was something very new to me, and something that really helped me to reconnect with my inner self, with my body and my life force. And the other element of the benefit that I discovered with the breathwork is the trust, as this is like one of the main principles that of the breathwork, that you really need to like trust and be open to whatever happens to you, and really surrender to what is, and really trust, but not the outside authority, but really trust your own inner guidance. And for many years, I was not aware that there is such a thing, that I can hear myself and I can reconnect with myself and really like own my decisions and take responsibility for that. So that was also something that I developed with my practice. I am still in the process of building my muscle of the trust and surrender. And what is incredible about this modality is that it really translates to your life, that I can see how big impact it has on my daily life today. What is my relationship to different situations, to my relationships, to my work, how I react, from which place am I reacting? Is it like the child mind or the adult mind? Do I take it like vertically whenever I'm really observing myself in the present moment? Because that is also a big change that I can see, that I'm more present in my life, more present for myself, and I'm more conscious about what is happening within me. How am I reacting to different situations and different moments? Um, so it's a very broad spectrum of the transformation that I have been experiencing and I still am experiencing with in my life. But the big part of it is like really being in the present moment and reacting from like more settled place, not from the anxious place, not from the fear, but really from like this strong connection with my heart, with myself, with something higher than I am, with the source, and operating from the place of the trust. And I can see that this is like an ongoing journey, but it is something that really transformed who I am today, how I show up in life, how I show up for myself, and how differently I am taking responsibility for my life, for my decisions, for the life creation. And it's has been like very empowering experience to me. And as I've been like using a different modalities to to work with my trauma, to work with my patterns, and to heal, both conventional and not conventional. Breathwork is still, until the day, a big part of my life, because it's a place where I go back to really, whenever like I'm in the moment of going through the setbacks, or I am going through some struggles in life or challenges. It's like a place where I can really anchor again to myself and reconnect with myself. And almost like every time, it's just like this beautiful reminder to me about trust, about like letting go and releasing the expectations, and really embodying what is in front of me in my life. And I can really see how it translates to how I relate to life, how I relate to my relationships, how I relate to my loved ones, how I relate to my work. And it's also something that was very supportive to me whenever I was going through massive burnout, whenever I struggled with depression and anxiety. And I can also observe how breathwork also works with the neuroplasticity of the brain. And I can see how it can help you to change the neurological patterns. So you can have a certain behaviors in your life that they are really connected with trauma response, or narratives that you developed as in your early childhood, for example. And I can see that I've been operating based on those for many years, and how with the breath work I can see clearly my reactions, that they are not coming from this like true reconnection with myself, but rather from like old system, old life. And the breathwork really helps me to develop the new ways of living my life, new patterns, new neurological connections, to really update and to really create a change in my life. And the big part of it is that I get a chance today to create my life consciously, not from the place of the fear, but from the place of the trust. And because I'm so passionate about this work and passionate about this modality, I completely shifted my career. I left the world that I've been operating in for many years, and I dedicated my life and today to be a witness for other people transformation and to support others in their journey. So this is where I am today, and I trust that I will see you in the circle, and we will have the opportunity to experience together this incredible work, which is neurodynamic breathwork. Take care, and hope to see you soon.